Most people think success is about massive actions, big goals, big wins, big changes. Everyone chases the thunder, the massive leap, the overnight breakthrough, the headline win. But the truth is far simpler and far more powerful. The people who transform their lives aren't powered by endless motivation. Their secret isn't louder effort or bigger dreams. It's a silent mechanism buried so deep in the mind that it fires while they sleep, guides them when they're exhausted, and keeps working long after motivation has run dry. Most never notice it. Fewer still learn to control it. Master it, and the hardest choices slip into place like clockwork. Ignore it, and you'll keep mistaking sparks for lightning. Before the next minute is over, you'll know the first key to unlocking that mechanism and why every goal you set will eventually sink or soar because of it. When most people want to change, they rely on willpower. I'll force myself to work harder. I'll push through. But willpower is a terrible long-term strategy because willpower is a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets tired. It fades when you're stressed. It collapses when you're overwhelmed. It disappears after a hard day. Habits, on the other hand, they don't ask for permission. They run automatically. They bypass decision-making entirely. Here's why. Every habit you have, good or bad, is a neural pathway in your brain. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, like carving a groove deeper and deeper into a riverbed. At first, building a new habit feels unnatural because you're hacking against your brain's current. But the more you repeat the behavior, the smoother it becomes. Eventually, the action isn't something you decide to do. It becomes your brain's default instruction. No more exhausting decisions. No more white-knuckling discipline. Just effortless execution. But if habits run deep grooves into the brain, how do you actually start carving the right ones? How do you make them stick instead of collapsing like 99% of New Year's resolutions? Let's dig into the hidden mechanics. Every habit, no matter how complex, follows the same three-part cycle: cue, routine, reward. 1. Cue. A trigger that tells your brain to start the behavior. 2. Routine. The action itself. 3. Reward. The emotional payoff that reinforces the habit. Let's take a simple example. You wake up. Cue. You make coffee. Routine. You feel alert and comforted. Reward. Over time, your brain stops thinking about it. It wires the sequence together. Wake up, coffee. It's automatic. And the crazy part? Your brain loves automation because habits save energy. They minimize decision fatigue. They create predictability in a chaotic world. The trick is learning to hijack this process intentionally. You can build new habits the same way you built the old ones, by engineering clear cues and attractive rewards. Start tiny. Pick something so small you can't fail. 1 push-up. 1 page of reading. 1 deep breath. Attach it to a cue that's already in your life, like brushing your teeth or brewing your coffee, and reward it immediately, even if it's just mentally praising yourself. Stacking micro wins is how you win big, invisibly. But if that's all it takes, why doesn't everyone succeed? Why do people still fall off, even with the best systems? There's one missing ingredient almost everyone overlooks, something the Stoics and neuroscientists agree on. Most people fail because they focus on the habit. They don't focus on the identity behind it. They say, I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm trying to exercise more. But their self-image hasn't changed. They still think of themselves as a smoker trying to quit, as a lazy person trying to work out. And here's the truth. You will always act in alignment with who you believe you are. Your identity acts as a thermostat. You can try to act differently for a while, but if it doesn't match your internal self-concept, you'll unconsciously snap back to your old patterns. Real habit change isn't about doing different. It's about being different. It's about saying, I am the kind of person who honors his word. I am the kind of person who moves his body daily. I am the kind of person who creates, not consumes. Each time you perform the habit, you cast a vote for your new identity. One push-up, a vote for I'm disciplined. One meditation session, a vote for I'm calm under pressure. Stack enough votes, and soon it feels wrong not to act that way. You're no longer forcing behavior. You're just being yourself. So here's the bottom line. You are not stuck with your default settings. You are programmable. Your brain isn't a finished product. It's a living, adapting machine. And with every small action you take, you are either reinforcing the old or building the new. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. You don't have to fix yourself. You just have to show up. One small habit at a time. One identity shift at a time. And soon, you won't need to force it. It will just be who you are. The future belongs to those who reprogram it, consciously, consistently, quietly. So start today. Stack your wins, shape your mind, and become the kind of person who doesn't need motivation. Because you are the mission.